Good Old Secret 7 by Enid Blyton. One afternoon after school, Peter went to find his sister Janet. He told her he was going to call a meeting of the Secret Seven for the next morning, as Jack, another member of the Secret Seven, had been given a super present by his uncle, and he wanted all the seven to share it.
What is it? A game of some sort?
No, you'll have to wait and see. Will you write out a few notes to tell the others to come? 10 o'clock sharp. Thank goodness it's Saturday tomorrow.
Yes, you shall come to the meeting as well, Scamper. But do you know the password?
Quite right, Scamper. The password is woof woof.
Better not say it too often, Scamper, or that awful Susie might hear you.
Susie was Jack's sister, and not one of the Secret Seven, though she badly wanted to belong. She loved to find out whatever password the Secret Seven were using, and it really was quite difficult to stop her. Janet scribbled 4 cards, one to Colin, one to George, one to Pam, and one to Barbara. She didn't write to Jack, as he had asked for the meeting. She hopped on a bike and went round to deliver them, while Peter tidied the garden shed where the meetings were held. The next morning, Janet and Peter went down to their shed. The shed door had on it 2 big letters, SS, standing for Secret 7. In they went and shut the door. Now, no one will be allowed in unless they gave the password. Soon, all the Secret 7 were there. Janet and Peter, Colin and George, Pam and Barbara. Everyone except Jack.
Password. Woof woof. Enter.
Thanks for inviting me to your meeting.
Susie, how dare you? Go away. You've no right to be here. You don't belong to the Secret Seven.
Well, you better let me belong then, because my mother says the present Jack is bringing is to be shared between us.
Woof woof. Enter.
Susie, what are you doing here?
How did she know our password, Jack? Did you tell her?
No, he didn't. I just hid in a bush outside and listened.
Can't we turn her out? She always tries to spoil everything.
You just try and turn me out, Pam. I'm going to share Jack's present as much as any of you are. And tomorrow my friend Binky is coming to stay, and she can share the present too. My half of it, I mean.
Binky, not that silly giggler.
She is not, George. Well, what are you going to do? All rush together and throw me out?
No, I declare this Secret Seven meeting ended. I will not have strangers present at our secret meetings. We'll go indoors and see Jack's present in our playroom.
All right, you win, but just you listen for a minute and hear my side of the question.
If you've anything to say, Susie, say it and go.
All right. That thing Jack has brought is a present from my Uncle Bob. He was a sailor. It's a telescope, and a really fine one too.
A telescope?
Well, Jack's idea was to bring it down here and give it to the Secret Seven. But Mother said Uncle Bob meant me to share it.
Well, Jack, if your mother says so, you'll have to share it with Susie. But why not keep it down here, so that any of us can use it?
We'll have to keep the shed locked then. And that means Susie will have to know where the key is.
Well, as long as she doesn't try to come to our meetings again, I don't see why she shouldn't know. We've got to be fair about this, Jack.
All right, be fair. But don't blame me if Susie and Binky spy on us and find out all our secrets.
That does it. I know when I'm not wanted. I only came to say I'm going to share in the telescope. Goodbye, stuck-ups.
Susie's got such a temper. I'm sorry.
Don't worry. Come on, let's see this wonderful present.
The wrappings were soon off, and the 7 crowded round as Jack put the big telescope together on its stand. He showed them how the long tube could be stretched out even longer and how to focus it. Jack was very pleased at the excitement his telescope caused as one after another of the Secret 7 peered through it at fascinating things.
We can have such great fun with it. We can watch the birds and look at aeroplanes as they fly over.
And at night we can look at the moon through it.
That's right. Anyway, we'll put it away now. I've got to get home for lunch. Help me with it, Colin.
It's very good of you to share it with us. But I think we'd better say that I or Janet must be told when anyone comes to borrow it.
But suppose you're out. We'd better know where the key to the shed is to be kept, Peter.
Oh, of course, George. Let me think now. What about under this flat stone here, just by the shed?
I'll have to tell Susie where it is.
I know. We promised that. Tell her she must put it back under the stone if she ever uses it.
Right. What about a new password, Peter? Susie knows our last one.
Goodness, yes. I'd forgotten about that. Well, I think it's quite obvious what we'll have. The next password is telescope. Bye, everyone.
The telescope was a great success, and there was much coming and going at the meeting shed. It wasn't until Janet took the telescope up to the box room and turned it onto the big hill where the ruined old castle at Torling stood that anything really exciting turned up. The castle wasn't much more than a few standing walls and one great ruined tower in which jackdaws nested. Now that it was November, their young ones were fully grown and were flying with them, at least 100, circling in the misty sky. Then suddenly Janet stiffened. She was looking at one of the windows at the top of the tower through which some of the jackdaws had been flying. But now there were no jackdaws there. They had flown away as if scared. Something appeared in the window opening, peeping cautiously over the window ledge. The head remained at the window for a few minutes and then disappeared. Janet guessed that whoever it was would now be climbing down the broken steps inside the tower. She trained the telescope downwards and caught sight of something moving past one of the lower windows.
Peter! Come here! Look at this!
What is it?
Someone's hiding in the old castle tower. I saw her face at the window. Who can it be, Peter?
Can't imagine. It's supposed to be dangerous now. Which window was it?
The top one.
Can't see anyone.
I saw him start going down. Look below.
Yes, there is someone there. I saw something moving down below, on the ground floor. I'm sure someone passed quickly across the doorway, just inside.
We must tell the Secret 7. You never know, Peter. This might be something mysterious. Something that, well, it might...
It's probably just some tramp looking for shelter. Still, we'll tell the others and see what they think.
Next day, when Peter walked home with Jack and George after school, he told them what he and Janet had seen through the telescope.
If he was hiding, surely he wouldn't give himself away like that. I expect it was just a chance visitor.
Anyone hiding in the castle would never imagine they could be spotted that far away from everywhere. It was only because we were using the telescope that we saw him.
Yes, you're right. The castle is so lonely and deserted.
What about us going up and having a snoop around?
Well, it's rather dangerous now, my dad says. But the dangerous places have warning notices, so I dare say we'll be all right. After all, we're pretty sensible, or Peter wouldn't allow us to belong to the Secret 7.
Quite right. No idiots allowed in the SS Club. Well, shall we go up to the castle? We could bike or walk.
Let's bike. We'll have to walk up Castle Hill, but it'll be fun to coast down.
Saturday morning, then. We'll ask Colin, but not the girls. The hill would be too steep for them.
But the three girls had other ideas. Janet was furious when Peter told her about the plan, and he had agreed it would be a secret 7 outing, not just the boys. When Peter telephoned Jack to tell him of the change in their plans, neither of them knew that Susie was listening from a hiding place. On Saturday morning, the 7 struggled on their bikes as far as they could up the hill to the castle. When they could no longer ride, they piled their bicycles in a hedge and walked the rest of the way, carrying the lemonade and biscuits they had brought with them. As they trooped up the broken steps and in at the great entrance to the castle, they stopped in surprise in the vast hall inside.
Look at the great pile of twigs. Who put those there?
The jackdaws. They nest in the tower chimney. The twigs must have fallen from their nest for years.
There's one of the danger notices at the entrance to that room.
Nobody would hide in there.
Shh! Don't talk about hiding places. If anyone is hiding, they might hear you.
Quite right. Come on, let's find some other rooms. Look out for any signs of people hiding. Follow me.
This room looks like the kitchen.
Yes. Hey, someone's had a fire in here. The sticks are still warm.
Shh, you're right. It looks as if someone stamped the fire out. Talk in loud voices about ordinary things. And keep your eyes open. Let's go on.
There's a newspaper. It might tell us if someone has been here recently.
What date is it, Colin?
Oh, no use. It's ages old.
Look over there. Someone's written out a notice and stuck it out by those steps. The dungeons, unsafe, descent forbidden.
Well, we won't go down there, that's certain.
I vote we sit on that old stone bench and have our biscuits and lemonade.
Good idea, George.
I don't like to think of someone hiding in that horrible dark dungeon.
Don't be a silly fool. Nobody's down there. Why should...
What's that?
Shut up, Pam. Listen, everyone. Someone's down in those dungeons.
Oh, I'm going.
Quick, run, everyone.
Is that someone shooting?
Goodness knows.
When they reached their bicycles safely, Peter was beginning to feel a bit ashamed of their hurried flight. They rode home rather gloomily, all the boys now wishing they had gone into the dungeons, or at least peeped down to see what was going on. They all agreed that they would have a meeting the following day to discuss the mystery of the castle. On Sunday evening, everyone arrived quite punctually, and the password, telescope, was rattled out 5 times. They settled down in the warm shed, all 7 of them, and as Janet handed round some toffees, they began to talk about the previous morning.
Someone's hiding at the castle. For some reason, that's certain. He doesn't want anyone to know and scared us away. I'm feeling silly now, running away because of those scary noises.
Yes, I've been thinking that too.
But they sounded so awful.
And those bangs and those moans and howls.
Now let's be sensible. I don't suppose...
Oh, Barbara, I'm scared.
Me too.
I know that giggle. Susie! Binky! You beasts!
Oh, you let go of me now!
I've got Binky! Bring them inside, Jack!
Right! In you go! Both of you!
Oh! Now just you tell us the meaning of all this!
I shan't say a word if you shout at me.
It was you down in that dungeon, wasn't it? Yowling and making those bangs.
They weren't bangs, they were loud pops. Binky, give me one of the balloons. Right. Binky, stick the pin in it. That's what scared you away. Did our hoots and yells sound awful from the dungeon?
You'd no right to go down there. Didn't you see the notice? Don't tell me you put that notice there.
No, we didn't.
But it wasn't there when I went to the castle with friends in the summer. It was handwritten too, not like proper notices.
So it was. Hey, do you suppose whoever's hiding there put that notice up? To stop people prying in on the dungeons?
And stop them finding something he had hidden there.
Did you see anything hidden there? Tell us at once.
Yes, we did. But I shan't tell you anything unless you ask politely. Say please, Susie.
Please, Susie.
Not like that. Really politely.
Susie, I'll shake you if you go on like this.
All right, all right. I'll tell you what we saw.
Go on.
Well, we knew you all were going up there, of course, because we heard what Jack said on the phone. So we thought we'd go too and get there before you so we could play a few tricks.
How did you get there?
On the bus, the one that goes to the top of the hill. We hopped off and made our way over the fields to the back of the castle.
Bus, so you were there a long time before us.
Oh, yes. And when we came to the back of the castle, we saw someone sitting on a stone, painting the castle.
Painting a picture of it, she means. The woman jumped like anything when we came up behind her.
We thought it was a man there, not a woman. Did you talk to her?
Yes. She said we'd better not go into the castle because it was dangerous. We thanked her for the warning, but of course we meant to go in without her seeing us.
You would.
She said she loved the old castle and was painting it. She said she kept her paints and things inside.
This looks as if all our suspicions were silly.
She asked a lot of questions, and she laughed like anything when we told her you were coming up to hunt a man hiding in the castle.
You told her that? You had no right to give away our plans.
Well, they were silly plans anyway, so it didn't matter. She asked me how you could see anyone in the castle from this farm. We told her you lived here, Peter. And she was very interested to hear about the telescope we keep down in the shed.
Susie, surely you didn't give that away too. Now she'll know we're watching what's happening. You are a nitwit.
And you must be a nitwit to think anything peculiar is going on up at the castle. Just a woman artist painting a picture. No one's hiding there. She sleeps in the village each night, and except for us, not a soul has been to the castle since she came.
Did you see anything in the dungeons?
Only things I suppose belong to her. What was there, Binky?
Pictures without frames. They were all covered up, of course. We just peeped at them. There was a pile of rugs too, and some tins.
The artist said she'd take another day or two to finish the picture.
You were watching out for us, I suppose, and shot down into the dungeon to blow up your stupid balloons.
We nearly died laughing when we heard you were yelling with fright.
Oh, do shut up. Go home. Get out of our sight.
We thought we'd like to use a telescope, if you don't mind. The moon's rather good tonight.
No, this meeting is ended. Clear out, you two girls. I think your behaviour was disgraceful.
But Susie and Binky didn't go home. Susie was quite determined to take out the telescope that night. The two girls hid till Jack had gone plodding past, and then raced back to Peter's again. The shed was in darkness. The girls found the key under the stone, unlocked the door, and set up the telescope on the low garden wall.
We'll just have a quick look at the moon, then put the telescope away again. Oh, blow! The clouds are hiding it.
Swing it round and look at the old castle.
Good idea. Hey, Binky, there's a light in the castle.
In the castle? Let me see. Yes, there's a light on the ground floor.
That woman said she never slept in the castle. Perhaps there is something going on after all.
Shall we tell Peter, or shall we keep it to ourselves?
No, we'll tell Peter. He'll be furious to think we've discovered something else. Come on.
Look, there's a light in their playroom window. Throw some gravel at it.
Who's there?
It's us! We've got news! There's someone up at the castle, signalling with a light. We looked through the telescope. Come and see!
Ha ha! Another one of your silly jokes. Clear off. We've had enough of you both tonight.
All right! You'll be very sorry tomorrow you didn't listen to us.
Next morning, Janet and Peter walked down to the shed after breakfast to clear up the things left there the evening before. Peter looked under the stone for the key, but it was not there. Then Janet pointed to the door and gave a cry of surprise. The key was in the lock. Susie must have forgotten to hide it. Together they went into the shed feeling cross. Everything seemed all right. And then Janet frowned. The telescope had gone. Peter was furious. He was sure Susie must have taken it. He raced indoors to the telephone and rang Jack. Jack was horrified when he heard Peter's news.
Susie, where have you hidden the telescope? It's not in the shed.
But we put it back safely.
Did you lock the door?
Oh, Jack, no. I don't think we did. Oh, has the telescope been stolen?
I expect so. Give me the phone. Peter's hanging on. Hello? Peter?
Yes, Jack.
They put the telescope back, but forgot to lock the shed.
So any thief snooping around at night could get in. We'd better have a meeting this evening. 5:30 sharp. But don't tell Susie.
I won't.
I'll tell the others. Bye.
At 5:30 that night, a rather subdued seven met once more down in the old shed. It was a very serious meeting indeed. Jack explained how Susie had forgotten to lock the door and was very sorry, and asked the seven to forgive her and Binky.
I'm terribly sorry myself, and so thankful that it belonged to me and Susie.
We're sorry too, Jack, and we believe you when you say that Susie didn't take the telescope.
I think we should also believe her tale of the light she said she and Binky saw in the castle last night.
I see. Well, what do you others say? Do we believe it or not?
I believe it.
So do I.
Well, we'll say that we believe Susie about the light. That means the woman artist wasn't telling the truth about not staying in the castle at night. It seems that the light must have been a signal. Who was she signalling to, and why?
There's one thing we haven't tried to solve. Who stole the telescope?
Listen, I bet I know who stole the telescope. Whoever is hiding in the castle took it. Susie told the artist about the telescope, where it was, and how we could see the castle with it.
So someone popped down here last night and stole it, so we couldn't spy on them.
The thing is, what sort of funny business is going on? The dungeons would make a really good hiding place for anything stolen.
But Susie said there was nothing there but pictures without frames.
They might be old pictures, valuable ones, taken out of their frames and rolled up. If that woman was signalling, it might have been to say that the paintings were ready to collect.
Somebody might go for them tonight.
I think we should go up there. This is what I think our plan should be. We 4 boys will bike up after supper and snoop around. If we think we need help, or that Dad ought to know, we'll signal with one of our bike lamps, wave it up and down.
But how will we see the lamp without the telescope?
You must borrow Dad's field glasses. When we've been gone about half an hour, you'd better tell him the whole story.
After supper that night, Peter disappeared to get his bicycle. Scamper walked down the garden behind him, wondering where he was going. He saw the other boys arrive, and when they all rode off, he couldn't bear it. He would follow them. And so a lonely figure padded up the road after the bicycles, holding its nose in the air, sniffing. Good old scamper. Meantime, Janet was watching the clock. She was glad when the other girls came. She waited until the boys had been gone about half an hour, and then she decided to ask for the field glasses and tell her parents what was happening. When they heard the story, her father was astounded.
Bless us all. What will you children be up to next? Stolen pictures? Nonsense.
Wait a minute, dear. I read in the paper about valuable paintings being stolen from Lord Lunwood's house. They were cut from their frames and must have been rolled up. The paper said...
Oh, Mummy, the pictures Susie and Binky saw were rolled up.
So the boys have gone up to the castle on their own?
The boys can look after themselves, Dad. They'll signal if they need help.
I'm not waiting for any signal. I'm going up there now and taking Matt and the gardener with me.
Meanwhile, the boys had reached the castle. They had hidden their bicycles in the hedge and crept quietly up the hill. Cautiously, they stepped inside. Not a sound was to be heard. The castle was in complete darkness. The boys went on down the great hall, and then Peter caught sight of something that made his heart beat quickly. In the kitchen, a woman was lying on a mattress wrapped in rugs in front of a fire she had lit to keep her warm. Her eyes were closed. Beside her, Peter caught a glint of a clock's luminous hands and heard it ticking. Very warily, the boys went down the broken and worn old stone dungeon steps. They were glad they had their torches to see where they were treading.
Here we are. What an awful place.
It's not damp, though. I thought all dungeons were damp and smelly.
That's why this is a good hiding place for valuable pictures. It's perfectly dry.
Well, where are the rolled-up pictures Susie told us about?
I suppose the men have been here already and taken them.
If the thieves have been to fetch them, why is the woman still here? It surely means she has hidden them somewhere else.
Yes, that's more like it. But where can they be hidden?
Well, there's nothing for it but to do a bit of hunting. Come on, let's hope we find the telescope too.
She's probably hidden them under her mattress. Let's have a think. Where would we hide them if we had to?
I know where we'd hide them. Under all the mess of twigs the jackdaws have dropped for years.
Good idea. We'll go and look. Quietly now.
It looks as if that pile over there has been messed about a bit. Hold my torch. I'll scrabble about and see. I found something. Here, take it, Peter.
Yes, it's one of the pictures Susie must have seen. See if there's any more.
Yes, heaps. Here, take them.
What was that? A telephone?
More like an alarm clock.
Of course. The woman had a clock beside her. She had it set for a certain time. Maybe the thieves are coming soon. We'd better hide. Quick, into that recess in the wall.
The woman's coming. She's got a lamp.
She'll go right past us. Shh. She's signalling. I bet that's to say all's clear.
Let's get out of here. I don't want to be found by whoever's coming.
Right. We'll rush by that woman and signal with our torches when we get on the hillside. Come on, everyone! Run!
Stop! Who are you? Stop, I say!
They tore out into the darkness. Then Peter had a shock. He tripped over something and fell headlong, and down went all the others too. Before they could get up, firm hands took hold of them. As they did, Peter and Jack kicked the paintings they were carrying and sent them rolling down the hillside. Each boy was pulled roughly to his feet. A bright torch was shone into their faces. 3 men stood looking at them.
Kids, what are you doing here?
Let me go!
Ah, a proper little spitfire. Stay still.
Who are they? I've not seen them before. They must have been hiding in the castle.
The thing's safe.
I'll go and see.
You let us go!
Not until we know our stuff's safe. Ha! Here she comes.
They're gone. These boys must have taken them and hidden them.
We'll soon find out. You two, Shove the kids into the dungeons and keep them there till they tell us where they put the pictures.
The 4 boys were pushed very roughly indeed into the castle and down into the dungeons. Peter rubbed himself where he had fallen against the hard stone floor and began to wonder if he could possibly get out of the castle and signal home. No, he couldn't. One of the men would be sure to be watching at the top of the dungeon steps. And then something most astonishing happened. There was no man at the top of the steps, only the woman, ready to shout if the boys tried to escape. Quite suddenly, she gave a scream. Then something bounded down the steps at top speed and flung itself on top of Peter, whining in delight.
Scamper! Whatever are you doing here? Clever dog.
What's happening? What is it?
A dog rushed past me and shot down into the dungeon.
You be careful of our dog. He'll attack you if you don't let us go.
Tell us where you put the pictures and we'll let you go, all right? Otherwise we'll keep you here for a week.
Rubbish! Our people will soon come after us. We don't mind staying here.
We'll see about that.
Get him, Scamper!
Ow! Get him off me!
Here, boy!
Good old Scamper. That saw him off.
Good boy! I'm glad you trailed us tonight. Listen! Something's going on. Hey, Scamper! Come back!
He's gone.
Let's go and see what's happening. There can't be anyone guarding us now.
They went up the steps, but there was no guard at the top. Outside the castle, there was certainly something going on. Shouts and yells and the sound of feet stamping about. What a to-do.
Hey, look! There's Dad and Matt and the gardener. They've caught all 3 of the men.
Hello, Peter. So you're all right. We're just taking these men down to their van to lock them in, and Matt will drive them down to the police station.
Can we do anything to help?
Yes, you might look around for those pictures. They're too valuable to be left in the damp and the cold.
I know where they are. I'll get them. Come on, you lot. Give me a hand.
Right.
Yes, here we are. I found some.
Me too. I think that's all.
There you are, Dad.
Well done. Put them on the back seat of the car. I'll take them to the police station. Scamper looks tired. He'd better come with me.
What a joyful meeting the 7 had as soon as they arrived back. The girls and Peter's mother gave them a great welcome, and they could hardly wait to hear the news. How eagerly they listened to the boy's story.
Oh, I wish I'd been with you. By the way, did you find the telescope?
No, we didn't. Bother. We ought to have asked those men where it was.
Here's Dad back. Dad, we're in here.
Hello, you lot.
Did the men say anything about my telescope?
Yes, they admitted they stole it, but I'm afraid I have to tell you that they threw it away in the river.
That's a blow. It was such a wonderful telescope. I'll never have another like it.
Well, you will. There's a reward offered for those pictures. A pretty good one, too.
Is there?
Yes, and as it'll go to the Secret 7, I'm sure they'll agree to buy you a magnificent telescope, Jack.
And Scamper, you'll have the biggest bone we can buy you. Oh, I'm longing for our next Secret 7 meeting. We'll have such plans to make.
You will, Janet. How we'd like to listen in and hear your excited voices planning how to spend that reward. And I'm sure we can all guess what your next password will be. Pictures. Are we right, Peter?